Humanitarian aid hasn't been allowed in and people are unable to leave as its borders remain shut. Well, at least 2,808 Palestinians have been killed since the conflict began on October 7th. More than a third of them have been children. The death toll also includes health workers and journalists. Historically bad. I mean, people are saying it's the Conservative Party's worst performance in local elections in 40 years. Now, just to remind everyone, this wasn't a general election. That's where people vote for a member of Parliament. People instead were voting for local councils, city mayors and police and crime commissioners. So it was a huge poll. Millions of people across England and Wales eligible to vote. And with that general election looming, so it has to be held before the end of January at the very latest, these results will be seen as a big indicator. Well, people have come here in their thousands calling for an end to racial violence and extremism in all its forms. This Stand Up to Racism march is the first in a series of events designed to mark the United Nations Anti-Racism Day, which takes place on March the 21st. Now,
Ghanaian, Uruguayan match. There's a lot of history between these two.
Yes, Al, absolutely is. You and I have been knocking around Al Jazeera for a couple of years now. You probably remember back in 2010, South Africa World Cup. Ghana, the last African team left in the World Cup, and were on the verge of reaching the semi-finals, but to some underhand tactics by Luis Suarez on the goal line, stopping a certain goal from going in, and the resulting penalty was missed, and Ghana lost the resulting penalty shootout. The moment he had maybe been destined for from the first time he kicked a ball. So a tournament that saw Lionel Messi's Argentina stunned by Saudi Arabia in their opening match ends with him lifting the World Cup after finally achieving his dream of winning football's ultimate prize. And for the tournament organisers and the people of Qatar, well, they can look back on 4 weeks where they took on the challenge of hosting football's biggest party and duly delivered. Rahul Pathak, Al Jazeera at the Lusail Iconic Stadium in Doha. So can Morocco cause one more upset and meet Argentina in the final? We'll find out later on Wednesday, and our team will have it all covered right here on Al Jazeera.